In a faux pas and an ill-timed decision, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's move to shuffle Chrystia Freeland out of the Finance Ministry has resulted in further exacerbating his political troubles. This is because the Deputy Prime Minister and the Finance Minister, Chrystia Freeland, decided to resign from the cabinet just hours ahead of delivering a fall economic statement that would have also addressed concerns around Donald Trump's tariff threats against Canada. In a letter to the Prime Minister that was also put out on social media, Freeland said that she was asked by the Prime Minister to step aside from the Finance Ministry and that he would have reassigned a ministry to her. However, she chose to resign instead, though she remains a Liberal MP. So what could this mean for the Trudeau government that is already in minority? Well, first of all, this move does nothing for the leadership of Justin Trudeau that has already been called into question. The loss of confidence from his own minister, and that too the second in command, shows that his leadership is weak and that the clamour for the change of leader of the Liberal Party could only further grow ahead of the federal election next year in October. Moreover, this could also mean that there could be a further push for the government to in fact step aside and make way for fresh elections earlier than October. Though so far the NDP that was supporting the Trudeau government from the outside and had actually pulled support which left the government in minority, has been supporting the government on a case-by-case basis, and so even Bloc Québécois, which have been saving the government so far. However, if this lack of confidence translates into these two parties as well not supporting the Trudeau government, it could clearly spell trouble for him with early elections. And early elections would not augur well for Trudeau, who is in the process of making decisions to make life better for the Canadians, even though, as per polls, he continues to remain hugely unpopular at the moment because of the inflation as well as the housing crisis. So why has Freeland taken this decision to step down from the cabinet? There are two stated reasons and one unstated reason. The two stated reasons are interconnected. First of all, Justin Trudeau and Freeland had major differences over some of the populist measures that were being taken by Justin Trudeau to make life easier and to, in fact, be able to support the common Canadians. First of all, there is a GST holiday, which means that shoppers will not be paying the goods and services tax on some of the essential items, which includes groceries as well. Secondly, a $250 Canadian dollar check would have gone out to the working people over the New Year's. Freeland felt that these measures were political gimmicks that would be costly for the Trudeau government, especially in face of the tariff threats from Donald Trump, and for that they needed fiscal prudence. And as she said, the fiscal powder needed to be kept dry at this point rather than the expenditure that they would incur over these checks that were to be given out as well as the GST holiday. The unstated reason is that there has been a sense of mistrust between Freeland and Justin Trudeau since earlier this year. This is because as the clamour for change in leadership grew, Chrystia Freeland emerged as the front-runner to be taking over the job of the Prime Minister or to replace him as the leader of the Liberal Party. This perhaps instilled a sense of lack of loyalty that Justin Trudeau felt in Freeland. All these have resulted to the current situation, which is a dramatic one that is playing out currently in Canada, something that Justin Trudeau could clearly have avoided at this juncture.